So you can't get much better than this. Sunshine, kayak, hubby, volcanoes, and coffee. What more could you ask for?
All right, we've made it pretty far.
Yeah.
Found another little village in the background. Went around a little point. And
so beautiful.
it really is. We're actually regretting not having kayaked every day now. But it is what it is. We're heading back. We're gonna go for a swim maybe if we've got time. Before looking in the opposite direction from where I am right now. That is San Pedro. And that's where we're gonna go for some massages and soaks. For perspective, I think that point way down there, right there, is where Casa del Mundo is. So that's a bit of a ways. We did good. Oh, my legs though. Okay, in greatness, I forgot the camera and we didn't bring a lot of money. So we're now wandering.
One of the most beautiful places we've seen.
It's gorgeous here. Check it out. Street of the street of the hats. And we went up the street of the
Los sombreros.
Los sombreros. And we went up the street of the umbrellas earlier. We'll show you a few more things. Just stumbled across this basketball auditorium combo next to what looks like maybe is the school, and paintings here are just everywhere. The buildings are just so colorful.
This, and we start making the thread like this by hand. So once we got the cotton thread, we tie it into this, which is a spindle. So the spindle is made with wood and clay.
Huh.
And here's where we put this. Really cool. So obviously with more experience it gets thinner, but not perfect. We normally spend approximately like 16 hours to make a cotton ball like this one. So the way how we make the dye from the plants, we try to use everything fresh. We smash the plant and soak it in water for 12 hours. So soak the plant in the water works like a fermentation process. And once it's ready, we dip it into the cotton, into the dye in this way, like this. Wow, and it holds really well the color.
Mm-hmm.
So you can touch it and feel it.
That's beautiful.
And the wax goes through one thread at a time. All this knowledge is passed down through generations, so we learn from mom or grandma.
And how many women belong to the cooperative?
We are 34.
34.
34 women. The youngest is 13
Uh-huh.
and the oldest is 92.
Oh my God.
goodness. Wide range.
I'm still weeding.
Still weeding. So this is one way also to show or to keep resistance as Mayan people. And being Mayan women, it's been hard because we still suffer a lot of discrimination. But this is one way to be independent in our community and outside of our community. So thank you to this art, some of the weavers, they already are lawyers, some they already are accounting, so they already have a better academy level. But it's thank you for the weaving. Because everything that we produce here locally, we bring it here and we get the payment right away instead of waiting until it gets sold.
All right, what are we doing, Laura?
Well, I was just looking at the paintings across the street and trying to figure out what the heck was going on.
Take a look, hang on.
It looks more like a hummingbird with a fish, hands with like a
Maybe a
spear.
kingfisher? No, gracias.
And a chameleon. Anyways,
What are we doing?
we are walking right now from where?
San Juan to San Pedro.
Pedro.
Maybe, or Pablo, we can't remember.
Yeah, we already
That
went
was a
to
mistake
the-
earlier.
Yeah. So we're heading here. We're gonna walk around town a little bit and soak in some baths.
And this is what the road's like, been like the whole way, once we got out of town. So we just saw it, San Pedro that we're going to. Good time sunshine. This is becoming surprisingly touristy area, is how I would describe it. It's not bad, but it's touristy, and we just had gelato that was $3 for less than what Gelato Fiasco would give us for $3, effectively. So what I'm saying is, Laura and I are spoiled. We're trying to find the road that we need, and it wasn't there. It was between two hotels that we found both hotels, but no road. So now we're on another road. Playground.
Look at the turtle.
With the turtle. We just keep ending up in these little alleyways. It's pretty awesome. And farther. If I hadn't seen so many positive reviews for this, super sketch. Okay, so he's heating up the pool right now for us. We misread and thought it was $170 for a massage and pool for both of us, and it is actually $170 per person. So we're going for the $60 per person for the pool instead.
Just for 1 hour.
1 hour.
Feels good and hot today.
It does feel good. So there we go.
We left that pretty quickly.
We lasted 15 minutes.
It felt pretty sketchy. It was smelly, hot, and so many mosquitoes.
Yeah, the biggest issue for us were the mosquitoes, I'd say.
Let's stop it for a second.
Okay, we paused to get some croissants for tomorrow morning.
Yum!
So getting
Got
back
an
to it.
apple croissant.
Yeah, and it looks pretty good.
People here, so I don't
Okay.
appreciate it.
Okay, we're gonna get here eventually. Oh yeah, too many mosquitoes.
Well, I've been WhatsApping with the people for
Oh yeah, this
like
was
2
weird.
days, and then he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And so I showed him the WhatsApp, and he's like, oh, that's somebody else.
That's our second number.
And so he's like, I have no reservation, but it's okay, we can do this. And so, and then the price somehow doubled,
Yeah.
and it felt super sketchy, and there was like millions of mosquitoes.
Oh my
and
God.
literally, I looked at my phone while we were there.
Okay.
So there was a national health emergency declared in Guatemala due to an epidemic of dengue fever. And that's just today, it was put out there, and it's 5 times more cases than typical this year.
And we were getting demolished by mosquitoes.
I got
there.
probably like 20 bites within like 15 minutes.
It was pretty rough. So we left, and now we're heading home. We're gonna go swimming, ride a boat. Looks like we're gonna do it just in time for the rainfall. It's gonna be great. We'll show you on the way. And now we are going in the tuk-tuk. Oh my God, so that was awesome. But it turns out that the tuk-tuks from San Pedro aren't allowed to come into San Juan. So now we're walking.
We got some churros. They're really yummy.
Fresh, just came out of the oil. It's good. We're having a nice walk through San Juan, and we're on the street of umbrellas, and we're heading back to the boat because it turns out you can't get a boat in where were we? San Pedro. Really not digging San Pedro, it turns out.
That's not salad.